drink quite a fair bit of soda water because of the heat, obviously. And we normally bought those bottles at supermarkets. They're pretty cheap, but there's a lot of plastic, and you drink sometimes 2 liters a day, or probably even more. So you can get these Sodastream things these days, which allows you to actually carbonate your own water, which is good. You see one here, that's a cheapy one. Somebody gave it to us. So we started using it last year. But again, these Sodastream come with little containers with CO2 in it, and it's, I think, 60 liters in there, and they go for a little while, but if you use it a lot, they empty quite quick. And then again, you can't refill them, so you still end up with stuff for landfill. I guess you can drop them at certain places, but I don't think you refill them, and they're gonna get just thrown away. So it's again still some rubbish you're gonna leave. So the other option is actually, because I do quite a fair bit of home brewing, I've got a few CO2 bottles which I use for carbonating my beer and pressurizing my beer and everything else. And I've got a spare bottle. You can get these bottles, I think, online for $100 empty, and that's actually not too bad. The refills for the Sodastream, I think they're about $30. I'll refill it just a different container, or different capsule, I don't know what you call them. And the CO2 bottle, I'm not sure how much liters in there, but about 6 kilo. There's a lot more in there, and the refill costs $25. You can just refill them anytime as long as you want. So that's obviously a good option. You need to get a little, what do you call it? A little converter, which will go from the back of the Sodastream to the actual bottle. Now I had the bottle previously on top of my of the kitchen, but because I was laying down, I ended up with quite a lot of solids, like CO2 solids in the bottle, which is not going to harm you, but it's not what you want. So I made this little bracket where I can keep the bottle up straight, and there's usually a bit of a spare cavity in your kitchen where you can probably screw it against. In my case, I could, and there it is. I made this bracket from some old metal, as you will see, and you can see it. Made a bit of strap so it doesn't fall over, because there's a bit of weight, of course. And that should do the job, I think. And this is going to last me for a little while. And it's out of the way, which is good. Okay, let's see if it all works. Okay, this is the CO2 bottle, which I'm going to use instead of the normal capsules or tanks it comes with for the Sodastream. 6 kilo. I need to make a holder which I can use so I can screw it against the wall. Pretty heavy. Initially we're gonna make something out of this checkered plate. This is quite expensive stuff though. I thought, well, maybe I could use something else which I had laying around. When I built this shed, there was a lot of stuff left over, and this one, it's pretty sturdy, it's zinc plated, so I think I should be able to make a stand out of this, and that won't cost me anything, which is important. So let's see how I go. So it's bended now. I have to see if we can get these sides a bit bended back and maybe put a rivet in there. Then it should be reasonably solid, I think. Let's see how we go. Or maybe I have to flatten this first, otherwise the CO2 bottle doesn't fit. Let's have a look. Got the bottom plate done now. So yeah. Yeah. A bit better. A little bit strong with a couple of rivets. Now what I'm going to do, I think use one of these straps. And bolt to the side somehow, I'm not sure yet, which will prevent it from tipping over. And that should be almost it, I think. A couple of screws in this so I can screw it against the wall and it should be ready to go. Alright, let's see what length it should take to make it. Something like this will do, I think. Yeah. Look at that. These straps are pretty easy, pretty cheap actually on eBay, so doesn't really matter as much. But that doesn't go any further. To make a hole in it, I guess. So did drill a hole through it, and a rivet with a big washer, a bit oversized washer. So it should hopefully hold quite well. Let's take a look. It will work. Okay, it's not going anywhere. Right. So this is one of those bottles you can get. These will be easy from everywhere. You just fill them with water, put them in the fridge. And once you need it, you just unscrew the top. You screw it in here. And then you press the top button. And there you've got your soda water. Oh, beautiful. Works great. Would well recommending. I'll put a link underneath the video if you want to get these bottles or this converter tube or whatever you want to call it. But it's worthwhile doing if you use it quite a bit. Okay, so yeah.